Welcome, Cancer, to your reading. I hope you are doing well, and I hope, however this finds you, whenever this finds you, you find something here to bring you healing, comfort, direction, whatever it is that you may need at this time. So, we are going to jump into our reading, Cancer. And to start with, I pulled an oracle card to meditate on for this reading, and I pulled Cave or Sanctuary. So, some things that came up for me while meditating on this was going back to the drawing board, taking shelter from the storm, brainstorming. The writing is on the wall, right? Being at home in oneself, home in general. Hearth is the center of the home. So some of these things may speak to you, and we'll definitely get more info as we pull the tarot. But those are some things that really spoke to me, kind of back to basics too. Some things that came in about what you might need to know. So, all right. So, Cancer, how are you doing today? Right? What brings you here, and what are you hoping to gain from tuning in today, if anything? Sometimes it's best to kind of have an open mind and be willing and ready to receive whatever spirit has to show you. And we definitely got a flying message. Okay. All right, spirit. What else does Cancer need to know about this cave and sanctuary energy coming through for them? All right. I got 4 cards total. All right. So we have the Empress card. Oh, great beginning here. Okay. Definitely Empress card. And then we had the 8 of Swords. The Magician. Wow. Okay. And then we have the 7 of Swords. So, okay. All right. Well, already off the bat, we have 2 major arcana cards, right? Major energies that will make themselves known to you in either subtle or big ways, whether anticipated or not. And then we have sword energies. We have both the 7 and 8 of Swords. And this is really about overall your mental health, right? Your thinking, your definitely your nervous system. We're talking about clarity and communication. Okay. And as we progress along the swords, it may feel like it's getting harder, that timelines and deadlines are approaching, and there's an increase in anxiety, right? And whether or not this is perceived or this is real, it's real to you. Okay. So, those of you that might be comparing yourselves and wondering whether or not you should or shouldn't be worrying or stressed about something, that's really not the point. The point is for you to become aware and emotionally intelligent in how to handle yourself, to heal, and for direction. Really trying to catch yourself before you get to the point where you are losing sleep, and where it's taking a toll on your body, right? And that is a lifelong lesson. And some of us are better at that than others. But since the 7 and 8 of Swords is presenting itself here, I'm really feeling like some of this may have started with um, feeling like maybe you're being judged by coworkers, family, friends. Some of this is going to be about judging yourself too, right? Um, and then it's progressed into this 8 of Swords. So, where we have some limiting beliefs, we have some things that we're starting to believe about our circumstances. Maybe we're feeling like it's hopeless and there is no change. But I feel like, okay, the word undisclosure is coming up. Undisclosure. Um, doesn't make a whole lot of sense said just like that, but undisclosure. So to disclose something is to share, right? Undisclosure would be about not sharing. So, are these some things that you were bottling up inside, right? Are you protecting someone? Is there information that you're holding on to that is really eating at you? And you may need to share this with others. I feel like some of this is going to be about you using your throat chakra and really speaking, sharing this with the people that need to hear it. So some of this is for some of you caused by these internal stressors, feeling like maybe the matter is bigger than you anticipated. I'm not feeling like this is something that just started right off the bat. It was something that sort of like snowballed, right? Maybe you had a piece of information, maybe you were privy to a conversation or overheard something, and it's put you in a tight spot for some of you. It's not going to be for all of you. Okay. Some of you may be feeling like by holding on to this information that maybe you are doing someone a disservice or harming them in some way. And for some of you, this is definitely about yourself, right? There's some truths that you need to share. Maybe these are things that you need to say out loud to yourself. Beliefs, values, speaking something out loud that maybe has been really hard for you to believe and to grasp, because it sort of took your breath away, right? Like it was something that took you by surprise. Okay. And there's just something about how you need to share and say this out loud. Okay, that's for some of you. So as we jump into the sanctuary card, right, you need to make sure that you are feeling safe and at home in yourself, right? And if you have these limiting beliefs, if you have these nagging, foreboding thoughts going on, enough where it's really bothering you, disturbing your peace, your joy, then that's really disrupting at how safe you feel within yourself and how safe you feel to share with others. So the root chakra kept coming up too. So that's where that safety really comes in, making sure that you can speak your truth. And that's not always going to feel comfortable, right? Or even just saying it to yourself, admitting certain things to yourself or to other people, whatever this might be, however that manifests for you. It's about really feeling at peace. And this is also bleeding out into your home and into your place of work. You have a right to feel safe, right? And I'm not talking physically safe, even though that is very important, but we're talking about feeling emotionally safe, physically, mentally safe. So to be able to share your truth, to ever feel like people aren't bullying you or harassing you, judging you, and of course, you can't control what other people think, right? And that's their business, that's their problem. But make sure that you aren't adding fuel to the fire by judging yourself, okay? Whatever this might be. And for some of you, this is about manifesting, okay? A new start. Um, I'm seeing something that has to do with manpower, okay, whether or not this is a workforce or a project that needs several people. There's something that needs to start spinning to get the river flowing, to get that wheel turning. So for some of you, you may feel like the cog in the wheel, like blocking it. There is something blocking this. And for some of you, that is that judgment. Some of this is thoughts and beliefs that are keeping you stuck from taking action. So this is really important for you to speak this truth. Okay. Um, and then we have going back to the drawing board, we have brainstorming, the writings on the wall. Okay. So in all of these instances, there's something that perhaps you started, and this may not have been by choice, right? You may have been an unlikely recipient in due to someone else's actions that have snowballed and affected you, someone else's choices that have put you in this place, right? Whatever that might be for you. And it's time for you to speak that truth so that you can really learn something from this, so that that can take you back to the drawing board, right? Maybe this is a project that you shared with someone else and someone took it upon themselves to butt in, give you their advice, how they would do it. Maybe even someone controlling, taking this over, telling you how to run things, how to raise your children, how to do your job, run your business. Okay, so manifesting. Okay, there's something coming from your heart space, some healing, and some ideas that you have that are coming from that heart space place. So this is some encouragement to really make sure your chakras are balanced and that you're feeling aligned with spirit. Okay, holding things in and not speaking a truth can definitely give you more worry and anxiety, and can be a block for you to be able to see with clarity the things that you want. Okay, so the life that you want, I feel like you're afraid to, one, speak it out loud, and two, I feel like there's a fear that that's not going to happen, right? Like that's an illusion for everybody else but you. And that's just not the truth. Okay, so whether it is that you feel like other people have got in your way, you need to walk away from that. All right. Whether or not you feel you've gotten in the way, you also need to walk away from that. All right. So the back to the drawing board. I feel like this is something that you have gone around and around in your mind because of fear, because of indecision, because of uncertainty. You have not taken the next step in this manifesting journey. For some of you, that's going to be making a vision board, okay? Something most everybody is familiar with, but there's some action that you haven't taken to keep yourself inspired, right? Maybe it's following through on meditation. Maybe it's trying to pick up a new spiritual practice, whether or not it's yoga, reading, writing. It's not the practice itself, but it's what you do with it and how you feel most connected to your dreams and what spirit wants to give you. Okay. There are definitely some steps that you need to take, and make sure you are drawing on all elements. Okay. Um, And by that, that means take that next step. So for some of you, you might need to move on from the vision board to start taking time in the morning and time at bed to really visualize the life that you want and really get your five senses involved. Okay. Um, feel what you would feel. What would you see? Describe it, the colors, describe it in detail. How would you feel when that happens? If it's a matter of tangibly touching something, what would that feel like? If it's a new home, what is the blueprint? What does that look like? Maybe you want to draw that out and really see yourself walking through your home. If it's a new job, what's it going to feel like to start the first day? What's it going to be like to give your 2 weeks notice, right? Really get yourself invested with this. And some of you, that is going to be about also then taking that and thinking about it throughout your day, right? Really writing a mantra or affirmations that support your vision and move that to the next level. There's going to be something really healing about that for you that will bring you more peace. Some of you may want to consult with like a feng shui master or someone who really knows about energies if you're still learning, because your home is not feeling like that sanctuary, right? A place where you can come home, rest, gather yourself. And that also is going to start with what's in your mind and your heart, right? You've got to feel at peace there. You certainly can get your surroundings, your bedroom, your office space feeling a little more clutter free, um, a little more organized, a little bit more beautiful, so that when you see it, you're feeling a little bit more peace on the outside, to try to get your inside and your outsides, your internal and external worlds to match, right? To be in alignment. All right. The golden scepter that the Empress is carrying is like a declaration that you need to make, right? That the old is gone, that walking away, okay? From the I'm 8 of Cups, like it's just eight, that strength, okay? To walk away from this pain. And I know it's kind of easier said than done, but it starts with that awareness, taking off the blindfold and really looking at where you are, where you want to be, and what needs to happen in between. And of course, there's going to be a gap. That's where that faith is going to come in. But have you done everything that you can do to get you to that edge where that fool's energy, that beginning energy is going to take you and make you fly? Some of you will need to create an action plan for a business or project that you have. That's just one example of a practical step you may need to take to really connect with your vision and connect with your dream and goal, right? Because there are going to be practical things that you need to do. Maybe it's take a class, maybe it's to get information on how to apply for something. Do you have all of those things in place, Cancer? Right? If it's travel and it's that kind of dream, have you figured out how much things are going to cost? Have you figured out ways that you can stretch your money a little further? Right? Have you found ways where you can start saving money for those things that you want to do? If you could have anything you wanted, Cancer, if you could manifest anything you wanted without fear, without judgment, what would it be? What would it be? It's going to require eyes that can see beyond what's in front of you. It may require you to open doors that you never thought you would open. I think some of you may be waiting for the opportunity to be given to you, like the Ace of Pentacles. Um, but some of this, I believe, is really going to require you to take some action and kind of dig for that pearl, right? The pearl that's in the clam, or the diamond within the coal, right? You're going to have to do a little bit of digging and get your hands dirty, um, really almost like activating that faith. Acting as if you already have it, but you've already done everything you can on this side to make those things happen. Doing it out of a place of love, out of a place of abundance, while showing gratitude for everything that you have and everything that you're experiencing, because all of those things are what build you to be you, so that your dream is truly yours, your authentic dream, and nobody else's. Okay, that's the back to the drawing board. Back to basics. All right, Cancer, now we'll go ahead and pull, see if there's a message from your higher self, spiritual self, whatever you may call it. What does Cancer need to know? All right. My heart and lungs is made of water. I will drink more water to replenish what my body needs, right? So for some of you, that's a very practical step. You might be dehydrated. It might be just a warning that you don't get dehydrated. The more water you drink, it helps us with clearer thinking. It helps us with our skin. It helps us with so much. So, and it may also help balance out some chakras for you. Okay, be free flowing and ready to go with the flow. You are a water sign, right? So really activate that. Get that water wheel going. Okay. All right, Cancer, that was it for your reading. I hope you found something helpful here. And I'd love to know how you're doing and how this resonated for you. If you liked any part of this, please hit that like and subscribe. It helps a growing channel and it's greatly appreciated and gets this out to others with Cancer in their birth chart. So have a beloved week and stay grounded.